Oh, oh. Hello. This story, gentlemen, is going to be about my second career job. And I absolutely hated it. I hated my first, I hated my second. Kind of going back to passion and understanding what you're going to do as you start your career. I graduated in 2010. I was a former college football player. Graduated in 2010 with 2 stupid degrees. And no one was hiring. My first job was being a substitute teacher. Well, I could have gone down the education path, but they don't make any money. So I went back to the state that I played ball in, scratch clawed, worked with the academic center, and they gave me a phone number to call, and it was a local manufacturing company. Long story short, one thing led to the next. I got that job. In manufacturing, food processing. For those that don't know, food processing is a tough job. I worked the third shift, the second shift, overnight. I remember it'd start from 10 and end at 8, 9 o'clock the next day. I would have massive headaches because I had to stay up. It's not natural. I worked with some of the most ignorant people. And what's funny, I'm not even talking about the frontline workers. I'm talking about the other fellow supervisors. Awful. Awful. Now, mind you, even though, in hindsight, I'd say that the college degrees were kind of a joke, and I'm being very harsh here, but I'm university educated. I was good with computers. You see how I speak. I'd like to think I have some critical thinking skills. Was this it? Was I destined to work third shift in food manufacturing after doing all this pain, suffering all through college to play college football at a high level? Multiple injuries. It was tough. It was tough. Being exhausted, you got to go to school, this, that. I laugh when they say student athlete, but nonetheless, all this hard work, and this is what I was destined to do. Watch chicken die. Be amongst rednecks, nothing against them, but be amongst rednecks in the middle of nowhere America. Treating frontline workers terrible. Is this it? I was not destined to live in a beautiful place with an $18 cigar in my hand, drinking not alcohol, but Coke Zero. Big man looking this good. No, of course not. I lasted maybe a year and a half. Maybe a little less. And I eventually got to this week. It was a Monday. Again, it's third shift. It was like Monday morning. I already worked one night. I went up to the plant manager. Hey, I need to talk to you about something. I quit. I was attempting to quit without a job. I quit. Why? Long story short, I hate to tell you, I think I'm a little better than this. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't mean to be that way, but that's not me. I don't think that's what's in the cards for me. In hindsight, I'm glad I went through it, but was that supposed to be the end all? Is that supposed to be what I hang my hat on? Absolutely not. This is just not for me. To this man's credit, he gave me the rest of the week off. Hey, Chillombia, think about it. Think about it. And if you still think you're gonna, you want to leave, I'll let you go. No problem. It's not like he couldn't, but he was big brothering me because he understood I was quitting without a job. That's a little crazy. I tell you what, I did not sleep for 4 days, 3 days. All I did was apply to jobs. And this was before I really understood how to do it the right way, which I have a video on that. If you are an educated professional trying to be a professional. I spammed, applied. I didn't sleep for 3 days. The headaches got even worse. Just applying like crazy. All of a sudden, I remember on going into the second day there, in a dreamlike state, I saw a tech company was hiring. In this middle of nowhere town that I live in. Click, apply, here's my resume. Had the interview by Wednesday. On Friday morning, I received a phone call. I got the job. Entry level, no problem. I took it. I remember I was making 48 at this food manufacturing company, and I went down to 42. I did not care. I could have done a backflip if I could. I was so happy getting into tech, working with computers. I couldn't believe it. I walked into the little building. People were playing ping pong and shit. It looked like Disney World. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. They had like little food catering right there. Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about. And I got the job. 48 to 42, don't worry about it. Came back that Friday. Hey, I'm going to confirm that I'm leaving. Thank you for your time, whatever. I worked a week. And the funny thing is, to give some gossip, to give some chisme, the funny thing is, with my ex-wife at the time, they were kind of being snide, saying, wow, he got that job? He works for who now? Don't worry about it. Stay there. Stay there in your third and second shift. This is the best you're going to get. You belong here. Don't worry about it. Zero ambition, talking shit to people beneath you, zero leadership skills. You're right where you're supposed to be. I share this because if you're in the same predicament, you deserve better. You have to earn it. Make sure you do all the right things. Make sure you put yourself in the right position. You have to have your struggles, like I did, working through the third and second shift with people around people you don't want to be, in places you don't want to be, earning your right, learning things, getting tougher mentally, emotionally, then applying yourself going forward. Don't give up. Keep driving towards those dreams. I'll see you next time.